Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're digging into something that honestly might seem mundane, but is actually seeing huge changes. Educational furniture.
Right, it's not just desks and chairs anymore, is it?
Not at all. We've got a stack of material here on the 2025 lineup from Custom Educational Furnishings, CEF, they call themselves.
And CEF isn't new to this. Our sources show they've got, over 40 years in the game, based near Hickory, North Carolina, the furniture capital.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And importantly, they're still hand-assembling everything. Their whole focus seems to be engineering stuff that actually works for how schools teach today.
Exactly. So our mission here is to give you the shortcut. We're pulling out the key stuff on how schools are rethinking their spaces, classrooms, media centers, those maker areas, using this new CEF gear.
We're looking for the cool material science, the clever design tricks, and frankly, the things that just make life easier for schools.
Okay, let's dive in. Where better to start than the core classroom, right? The Esto student desk and table line.
Yeah, Esto seems foundational.
Looking at Esto, the first thing that jumps out is just how adaptable it is for the student. The height range alone is impressive. It gets away from that old one-size-fits-all problem.
It really does. I mean, the range they cover is huge. You could have the same basic desk work for a kindergartner or a high school senior.
Wow.
With the standard glides, you're looking at 21 inches adjustable up to 32 inches. If you go for casters for mobility, it's 23 to 34 inches.
Okay.
That flexibility is great, but where things get really interesting, I think, is the desktop surfaces they're offering.
Right, the materials. Our sources pointed out three main options.
Yeah.
Let's start with the one that sounds kind of space age. Fenix Innovative Materials on Baltic Birch. What's the deal with that?
Okay, so Fenix, yeah, it's this premium super matte material. Doesn't show fingerprints, which is obviously great for schools.
Uh-huh.
But the headline feature, the really wild part, is thermal healing.
Thermal healing, like it fixes itself.
Sort of. For superficial micro scratches, yes. If a student makes a light scratch, you can apparently apply heat gently, and the scratch can effectively be repaired.
Wait, seriously, a custodian could just heal a scratch. What does that mean for a school's budget?
Well, potentially. It's massive. You could really extend the life of the furniture, reducing how often things need replacing. You're buying something resilient, not just durable.
Okay.
And underneath that Phoenix top, they're using Baltic birch. That's important too. It's way denser and more stable than standard plywood. Really solid stuff.
Okay, so that's the high-tech option. What about the others? More about looks or cost?
Exactly. Option 2 is HPL and Baltic birch. HPL high-pressure laminate is pretty standard, very durable.
Right.
But because they use that good Baltic birch base, they can finish the edge with what's called a conversion varnish. It's super tough, seals the edge completely. No need for that plastic T-molding strip you usually see.
Ah, so it gives it a cleaner, kind of warmer look. And no seam for gunk to get trapped in.
Precisely. Seamless, durable edge. But if a school wants that edge strip, maybe for color?
Yeah, they have an option for that too.
Yep, that's the third choice. HPL with colored T-molding lets you add those pops of color some designers like.
All right.
And a quick install note here, all these tops have this built-in X-pattern frame underneath for extra strength. CEF puts it on at the factory, which saves a ton of assembly time for the school.
Good detail. And it's not just the height and tops, right? The sources mention practical stuff like built-in backpack hooks, different top shapes, hourglass, rectangle, hive, triangle for different classroom layouts.
Yeah, those shapes really support group work and collaboration.
And ADA compliance is built in for many of them.
Seems to be standard on many models, yeah. Which is great, making sure accessibility isn't an afterthought.
Okay, that sets us up nicely. Let's talk about flexibility, moving beyond the standard desk setup. How do these products help change a room on the fly?
Well, if Esto is the anchor, maybe the Limber table is the Swiss Army knife.
Okay, tell me about the Limber.
It's incredibly versatile. Seats up to 6 students. It's got sit-to-stand height adjustment.
The full range.
Full sit-to-stand, yeah.
Yeah.
And the top tilts. Great for drawing, presentations, you name it. Plus, internal storage built right in.
That sounds useful, but the detail that really caught my eye was about moving it.
Ah, you mean fitting through the doorway.
Yeah. It fits through a standard 36-inch door. Sounds small, but that's huge for actually using its mobility, right? Moving it between rooms, floors.
Absolutely. That's the difference between mobile in this room and mobile anywhere in the building.
Yeah.
Big practical advantage.
Okay, so that's a flexible single piece. But what about building a whole flexible system? The Chameleon classroom system sounds like it goes there. Is it like furniture Legos?
Kind of, yeah. It's super modular. You basically design your own unit, Pick a frame size,
Okay.
then choose your pods, like
Yeah.
cubbies, shelves, maybe locking doors, and then pick a top. They have options like butcher block, chemical-resistant tops for science or art, or just standard HPL. So one frame could become a teacher desk or a computer lab setup or a heavy-duty maker table.
Wow, that's serious customization. What if space is really tight? Any solutions for just packing function into a small footprint?
Yeah, for that, look at the Creation Cube. It's this neat little four-seater unit.
Adorable name.
It is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Comes in four top shapes: square, circle, clover, octagon. And the base itself has storage on both sides, plus hooks inside for backpacks and shelves. Lots of function, small space.
Makes sense. And rounding out this flexible theme, there were also dry erase nesting tables.
Right, those hourglass and triangle shapes, again, also in XL sizes, they nest together for storage or different configurations.
And the collaboration team table, that one had an optional pneumatic base.
Yeah, the sit-to-stand option uses a pneumatic lift. That's smart because it's quiet and instant. No cranking, just smooth adjustment during a lesson.
Okay, all this movement and flexibility leads us straight into the makerspaces, right? These areas need seriously tough furniture.
Absolutely. The Makerspace lines, you mentioned the ED series, Idea Island, Quad Pod, they have to take a beating. Tools, materials, maybe even spills.
So what are they using for surfaces there?
The standard is pretty heavy duty. For things like the Idea Island and the Brainstorm Workbench, they're using 1.5-inch thick, solid maple butcher block, UV coated.
An inch and a half thick, that's substantial.
Basically bomb-proof. It's designed to be antimicrobial, stain-resistant, chemical-resistant, built for years of student projects.
Okay, beyond just being tough, what about those clever little details, the aha moments that make life easier for school staff?
The first one is brilliant, especially for the cleaning crews. Magnetic mounted stools.
Magnetic stools, what do they do?
We saw a quote from a dealer saying custodians absolutely love them. The stools just stick magnetically to the metal frame under the table.
Oh, so when they sweep or mop, they don't have to lift and stack all the stools first.
Exactly. Just sweep right under. Saves time, saves backs. It's such a simple, smart idea. Available on tables like the ED8.
That is clever. Okay, what else? There was a robotics bumper kit.
Yeah, another simple but useful thing. It's a 10-piece kit, totally tool-free. You just click it onto the edge of an ED table, Idea Island, or some Brainstorm workbenches.
Then it creates like a little arena.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It contains space for robotics projects, coding bots, keeping small parts from rolling off. Quick way to adapt a table.
Very practical. But the story that really stood out for me was about where one product actually came from, the Stewart storage cart.
Oh yeah, that's a fantastic detail. This cart wasn't designed by CEF engineers initially.
No.
It was designed by 3 middle school students, Thomas, John, and Gabe, from Stewart Middle Magnet School. They won a design challenge CEF ran.
Wow, so CEF actually took a student design and put it into production.
Looks like it, which is such a cool connection back to the whole idea of makerspaces and student innovation.
Sure.
They're not just using this space, they're contributing to it.
That's really powerful. Before we get to the brand new 2025 stuff, just quickly tech integration. How are they handling device charging?
They have the multi-maker charging cart. It seemed designed to upgrade existing storage carts. You add these removable charging boxes, 10, 15, or 18 slots,
Okay.
and it uses their clever current charging system, which sounds like it intelligently manages power flow to different devices,
Mm-hmm.
so you don't fry batteries and it charges efficiently.
Smart charging. Got it. Okay, let's shift gears to the big news for 2025. They're launching their own soft seating line, Perch and Bide.
Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. Being near Hickory, leveraging all that regional expertise in upholstery, it's a natural move.
So what's in this new line?
It's geared towards comfort and collaboration. Think media centers, breakout zones. The Perch series has your basics, ottomans, benches, but they also have this neat hive rocker.
Rocker.
Yeah, a seat that allows for gentle movement. We know that can help some students focus.
Interesting. And what about the practical side of soft seating? Cleaning, storing smaller pieces.
They seem to have thought about that with the pooch pads. These are smaller individual cushions, but they have little loops sewn in. So when they're not being used, students can just hang them on backpack hooks.
Oh, that's clever. It gets them off the floor.
Exactly. And for bigger storage needs, they fit neatly into the matching Bide storage line units.
Nice system. And customization. Can schools make it their own?
Definitely looks like it.
Hmm.
You can pick thread colors, zipper colors for little accents, and then choose from different fabric grades. They mention Momentum, Culp, Stinson, so schools can match durability needs and fire codes.
Okay, let's circle back to durability for a second, but specifically thinking about hygiene. There was this tough top option mentioned for things like hideaway storage tables and the limber table. What is that?
Right, the tough top.
Yeah.
It's their approach to making a totally seamless surface. They start with a 1-inch composite wood core,
Okay.
but instead of putting laminate on top and plastic edging around it, they powder coat the entire thing. Top, edges, even the underside.
Powder coating wood. How does that work? And why is it better?
Well, the process creates this incredibly hard, seamless finish because there are literally zero seams, zero cracks or crevices.
There's nowhere for germs or moisture to hide.
Exactly. It's inherently antimicrobial because of the smooth finish, super easy to wipe down, and incredibly resistant to damage because there's no edge banding to peel off or laminate to chip at the corners. Much better for hygiene and longevity.
Makes a lot of sense for schools. Okay, wrapping things up, let's cover the practicalities. Ordering, lead times, warranty, the trust stuff.
Right, crucial info. Since everything is made to order and hand-assembled there in North Carolina, schools need to plan ahead.
What are the typical lead times?
They mention a seasonal difference. Off-peak, which is roughly November through March, expect maybe 6 to 8 weeks, possibly less.
Okay.
But during the peak buying season for schools, April through October, it stretches out to 8 to 10 weeks, maybe less. Still, you need to factor that in.
Good to know. And it's important for listeners, schools can't buy direct from CEF, right? It's all through dealers.
Correct. They sell exclusively through their authorized dealer network.
And the warranty. What's the promise there?
It seems pretty strong. They offer a 12-year warranty on the original workmanship. That says a lot about their confidence in the build quality.
12 years is solid. Any exceptions?
Yeah, a few specifics. Those special surfaces, the Tough Top and the treated butcher block, carry a 5-year warranty. Electrical parts get 3 years. And things with a lot of moving parts, like that pneumatic sit-to-stand base, get 1 year.
Okay.
But, and this is impressive, for the new Perch and Bide soft seating, they're offering a limited lifetime warranty.
Wow, lifetime on soft seating. That's bold.
It really is. Shows immense confidence in that new line.
So pulling this all together for you, our listener, what's the big picture? I think the core takeaway is that educational furniture isn't just passive background stuff anymore. It's become this active system, highly customizable, really durable, designed to actually support collaboration, movement, even student well-being.
Yeah, I agree. When you see things like self-healing surfaces, these super hygienic tough tops, the magnetic stools, it signals a real shift. Schools are investing differently, thinking about material science, long-term operational savings, and creating spaces that can truly adapt moment by moment. It's about making the environment work for learning, not just contain it.
And that story about the Stewart storage cart, the one designed by Thomas, John, and Gabe, it really sticks with me. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? If middle school students can successfully design a functional storage cart that gets manufactured, what's next? What essential piece of classroom furniture, maybe a desk, maybe a charging station, who knows, is going to be designed not by engineers in an office, but by the students who actually use this stuff every single day? That's something to really mull over.